Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So without any ado, let's get into the video for today here. I'm not gonna lie, I procrastinated so much, and ended up kind of just slacking off a little bit, way too hard. And of course, I wanted to go ahead and check out the actual stuff here. Today, we're checking out a new stupendium song, the ARK the Tinderbox for Frostpunk 2, and I wanted to go ahead and check it out here. It looked really interesting and overall very, very cool. And of course, just got my interest. So without any further ado, let's get down to the video stuff here. Let's not use too much time. Now, of course, link down below. Please go check out every part of the actual stuff here. They all work really hard and it's a support. And of course, aside from that though, like I said, here's the crew themselves here. And of course, like I said, just let's get into it. Like I said, I'll leave a link for the actual stuff here down below. And of course, aside from that though, gonna go ahead and scroll down and up for the actual credits themselves here. And now, let's get into the actual lyrics. Let's get into the actual stuff here. Link down below. I'm excited to see how this goes. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, be sure to subscribe. Hey, dude, that's what this video stuff here. That be mentioned. Okay.
Storm's coming, storm came, storm will come again. Tempest upon tempest, till what's left to let the tundra claim. Useless to dispute, should you be hoping for someone to blame. Hubris of the day those walls arose by any other name. We burned the very best of us to cast us into flame. And when the skies denied us, we still marched on all the same. Through night and day we tried to stay alight against the ice's rain, and blindly claimed the price we'd pay was worth what we became. We sacrificed and sacrificed, and what have we to show? A barren land of arid ice where not a seed will grow. When Mother Nature came for us, took Fahrenheit below. We sanctioned flights of matricide and blackened skies with smoke. We crafted our salvation, twisted iron into spires. Through disaster and salvation, bled her veins alight the fires. Each building block a tinderbox, how pity it transpire. The ending of an empire, be reduced to just the pyre.
Autumn leaves on the ground, auburn green, golden brown. Lost to free stories now, just as we've fallen down.
Stoke the fires, give your last. Keep the flame of all we've known. For when heaven left us helpless, we built shelter of our own. But the hardened hearth are darkened where an endless storm has blown. Cling to every dying ember and remember warmth of home. May we all rise together, lest we all fall apart. May our city stand, our promised land, our refuge from the dark. May we survive the weather, though the forecast be stark. So heavy hang the many hands we pledge to steer the ark through the storm.
Yo, this beat goes hard. Cat.
United in conviction, forge a path at any cost. A future for our children built no matter what was lost. Yet perfidious of vision left that mission to attrition. Fetid crib of man's ambition re-arisen from the frost. Come my sisters, come my brothers, some respect amongst your kin. Why for all this air and bluster we're no better than the wind. For the ice beneath this tundra is getting all too thin, and life outside of this rotunda hang on what's declared within. To which the spoils of grit and toil the worthiest shall rise.
But each on earth has equal worth when seen through heaven's eyes.
Time on and reason what shall take us through to warmer skies. The path we took is passed through to ideas salvation lies.
Yeah,
The
this
right of
is
man
sick.
to find the land, rebuild the world that fell. The world we knew is born anew, so must we be as well.
His guiding hand to find and plant his hope in every knell.
What seed will grow in bed of hope? We must progress ourselves. A future born in fruitless scorns that human flaw would leave. Disputes so waters uniforms, refute so thought of freeze. When schools of thought make rules of law, make tools of war to creed. What hubris wrought when Doon it bought the rubric for debris.
Autumn leaves on the ground, auburn green, golden brown. Lost to free stories now,
environment that they make
just
here
as
are
we've
so cool.
fallen down.
Stoke the fires, give your lust. Keep the flame of all we've known. For when heaven left us helpless, we built shelter of our own. But the hardened hearth are darkened where an endless storm has blown. Cling to every dying ember and remember warmth of home. May we all rise together, lest we all fall apart. May our city thrive, our people strive for futures we might chart. May us was given with the lie that each shiver would deliver us deliverance in time. But dissonance and dissidents have driven us to schism, just like Sisyphus, the myth of us, we never-ending climb. No filibuster preserves us from temperature's decline. No divisions cut so deep as those down lines where laws assigned. So the militant, the penitent, entrenched against their fellow men, forgetting that the elements cannot how you align. Without the heart, the blood will start to freeze and with a chill. The ichor pipe to give us light will cease and colder still. But if we were to summary our great and grand discoveries, then now would be we found the freezing point of human will. There's not the time for tears when all that's tears against the wall. They streak the face and freeze in place, for they've the grace to fall.
Frozen,
if each a flake unique in shape is beauty framed in squall, what leap of faith to dream our place was not beneath them all. For what is man but animal in all but face and name? No fang but sharp of mandible when chance to stake a claim. We rage and fight against the night, but sun still fades the same. So each convinced of right and right, we buck for fate in vain. Hate the strong that they may prosper, hate the weak may they revive. Loose the gates to save the lost, but hate the heat for those inside. Crush the senses, hush and censor, all its free expression thrive. You to let it flourish and that one more creature raise the knife. Let it burn, I say! Rend it all to ash and dust. For as fools we are as fuel. It is our nature to combust. Man's so blessed engine grinds and churns and screams at lust. Its luster faded now, since autumn eve the god did leave to rust.
Okay.
Leaves on the ground, auburn green,
Oh.
golden brown.
Okay.
Lost to free stories now, just as we falling
Damn.
down. Hush
Okay.
the branch, cause to grief, as leaves dance
I wanna go
on
to the fire.
breeze, who so cast
We gotta
the
do.
tree when autumn.
So careful of the type, but no, from scarped cliff and quarried stone.
Okay.
She cries 1,000 types are gone. I care for nothing, all shall go. Thou makest thine appeal to me. I bring to life, I bring to death. The spirit does but mean the breath. I know no more, and he shall he. Man, her last work, who seemed so fair, such splendid purpose in his eyes, who rolled the psalm
Okay.
to wintry skies, who built him fanes of fruitless prayer, who trusted God was love indeed, and love creation's final law. Though nature red in tooth and claw, with ravin shrieked against his creed.
Okay.
Oh, life was futile then as frail. Oh, for thy voice to
Stupendium poem
soothe
reading.
and bless. What
W.
hope of answer or redress behind the veil, behind the veil.
What does that mean? Oh. Okay. Might be an analogy for
You
death.
hadn't gathered. It's very cold. But thankfully, I've been keeping warm by the intense graphical processing power of the new Frostpunk 2 Radeon RX 7700 XT GPU
W-add.
by AMD and Sapphire. Yes, that's right. 11-bit studios have partnered with AMD and Sapphire to celebrate the release of Frostpunk 2, the sequel to their best-selling society survival game, with a limited edition Frostpunk 2 graphics card.
Of course they did. And then of course, look at this, how this looks. It's gonna be absolutely sick. Like, look at this.
Edition Frostpunk 2
Of course it's
graphics
gonna look
card.
so cool.
With its frosty white fan shroud, oil black metal backplate, and rusty accents, it's like having a piece of New London in your very own PC.
Yes, of course. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not get into the actual ad itself here, because that's overall something I'm not really interested in. At least not now. I might get one for my own computer, but of course, that costs money, which I don't have, which is very unfortunate, as I do wish I had it. But aside from what Andrew said, let's get that to the actual deep dive itself here. Well, no, not the deep dive. General thoughts, opinions, and stuff here. Let's get on to it. Starting off the main three factors here. Beat itself, music vocals, visuals themselves here. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, starting off the beat itself was immaculately well done. I loved it so much. It was incredible and so fire. Just so good. So incredible. And overall, very well put together. Like I said, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It was overall incredible. And overall, I had a lot of fun. Like I said, just the beat itself here was almost, it's almost like a sort of poetic nature to it, like da 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 da, like that kind of thing, where it's like kind of just like, not like, what's the word for it? It's kind of almost dramatic in certain senses here. Like I said, the beat itself has more of a dramatic nature to it, more of a nature of like maybe an opera house would have, you know, and how they would play their music like that kind of thing going on here. Where the music itself here is meant to enhance the sort of is meant to enhance the vocals, enhance the lyrics themselves here, and sort of bring these emotions to the forefront of the actual stuff here, which I love so much, and I love it. It's overall very cool and overall very very well done. But aside from that, like I said, overall I do think that's the main focus of the actual bit of stuff here, and overall kind of why I like it so much. But aside from that, though, what I have to do is get into the actual lyrics and vocals themselves here. Let's get into it, since they're very important parts of the actual stuff here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, going on to the actual vocals themselves here, they were incredibly well done. I loved it so much. Like, the actual just vocal performance and stuff here was so immaculate, so cool, and overall very, very nice. I loved it. It was just incredible. And aside from that, hold on, let me go ahead and I'll be right back. Give me a second here. Anyways, as I was saying, the actual vocals themselves here were incredibly well done. Very well performed, and overall, I loved them. They were incredible. Just had such a, what's the word for it? Had such a dramatic nature to them, and were just so well done. Like I said, the amount of emotion, passion, and of course just like performance itself here was immaculate. So well done, so good. I loved it. And overall, like I said, just the amount of emotion and passion was incredible. I loved it. It was oozing in every word and oozing in every syllable, and it was just so cool. And I loved it so much. Like I said, vocals themselves are incredible. Now let's go on to the actual lyrics themselves. Let's get into it. Now, of course, the lyrics themselves were very unique in terms of two factors. One of which not only was describing the actual game itself here, kind of what's going on in terms of the story, and of course the plot itself. Well, not the plot itself here, more like the actual game, what's going on, what you're doing, the more the more important factors to kind of include in the song are such as the freezing cold, the need to stay warm, and of course just the arguing, the arguing of of government and kind of like that. And aside from that, like I said, overall, I enjoyed it just a ton. It was incredible and so good. And overall, like I said, it was fire. It was absolutely fire. And also really, really cold. And like I said, I loved it. But aside from my little cheesy wordplay there, I apologize for that. That was not cool. That was literally lame. But like I said, lyrics themselves here, really well done. I love the foundation they give to the actual self, and I love the structure they give to this entire. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna have to put this into like two parts. Yeah, so little milk break here. I apologize for that. Like I said, lyrics themselves here, very well done. I love them. They were incredible and overall very well portrayed. And sorry for the little interruption there. I'm gonna try to edit this together and try to put this in a really clean manner, but of course I might fail. But aside from that, like I said, overall though, let's just get in. Lyrics themselves here, very cool. I love them. Now it's going to just visuals themselves here. Let's go down to it. Now of course the visuals themselves here were immaculate. Like I said, just the actual portrayal of this entire video itself here was immaculate. I'm loving the actual set design, the actual costumes themselves here. All the little props he had here were overall very well done and very cool. And overall, the visual effects for the fire stuff here, very nice. I like it. But after do though, let's get down to the actual deep dive of the actual stuff here. Let's get down to it. Now, of course, for the deep dive here, when I kind of get into it, I kind of get more into that on the actual stuff here. And, of course, kind of get more into the actual nitty-gritty of the actual stuff here. Before I get into the deep dive, please go check out the actual original video stuff here. Link down below and card right there at the video. But aside from that, though, also go ahead and if you made it to this point of the actual stuff here, consider hitting the like button and subscribing, as it just helps out so much with the channel itself and just helps me out a ton. And, of course, like I said before, just helps me out a lot. And aside from liking and subscribing, go ahead and consider hitting the notification bell for the next time I upload if you're interested in catching the newest videos as soon as you can. And of course, comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here. As like I said, just kind of leave your thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all, please at least leave a comment down below. But aside from that though, let's get down to it. Now of course, back to the nitty gritty itself here. What I kind of get into here, I kind of get, like I said, more into the details themselves here, more into certain aspects as to what makes this video so good and what I very much enjoy about it. And like I said, main three factors here: beat itself, these vocals, visuals themselves here. Let's get started. Now of course, starting off with the beat itself here, like I said, I love the beat itself here. It is immaculate. Like, listen to this sort of like, not like, what's the word for like this sort of like almost like opera-like tone. Like listen to this.
He told us I was one, but our empire was shattered from the
Storm's coming, storm came, storm will come again. Tempest upon tempest, till what's left to let the tundra claim. Useless to this picture, you'll be hoping for someone to blame. Hubris of the day those walls arose by any other name. We burned the very best of us to cast us into.
Like, ooh, just this intro goes hard. I'm loving every segment of the actual chess video stuff here, but I want to go ahead and focus on certain aspects of the actual stuff. Like, listen to this.
All apart, may our city stand, our promised land, our refuge from the dark. May we survive the weather, though the forecast be stark. So heavy hang the many hands, we pledge to steer the ark through the storm.
just listen to that beat itself there. And you can just hear, like I was saying beforehand, like how it's trying to enhance the actual vocals themselves, the performance itself. And it's trying to more or less, it's not trying to be like this sort of beat that just kind of goes along with the beat and stuff. It's trying to enhance the vocals, enhance the emotions, and it's just trying to be like this sort of like a, almost like this inner storm, like this that the actual character that we're looking at is experiencing through his own head, and it's like just overall such an amazing experience. Like I said, just the actual beat and stuff and how it supports the actual just vocal works and all of it was so incredible. I love it so much. I'm loving when it just intensifies as soon as the song itself here gets to many integral points, and I love how it calms down for certain segments that need a little bit more quiet. It's just so cool and overall very well done. I love it. I love it so much. But aside from that, beat itself being extremely gas and extremely fire, let's go into the actual just vocal recognition themselves here. Now, of course, like I said, the vocals themselves were so well done. The performance itself was fire. And I think my favorite part here was like right around here. Was like right around right around here. Like listen to this.
We all rise together, lest we all fall apart. May our city thrive, our people strive for futures we might chart. May we survive the weather, though the forecast be stark. But discord thrives when laws decide which thoughts must guide the ark through the storm.
Like, I'm gonna let this play out a little bit more.
Each citizen's resilience was given with the lie that each shiver would deliver us deliverance in time. But dissonance and dissidents have driven us to schism, just like Sisyphus, the myth of us, we never-ending climb. No filibuster preserves us from temperature's decline. No divisions cut so deep as those down lines where laws assigned. So the militant, the penitent, entrenched against their fellow men, forgetting that the elements cannot how you align.
Like, ooh, yo, the wordplay, though. Like I said, the performance itself, it was gas. Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so cool. Like I said, just the butteriness, the smoothness of that vocal performance itself, it was so fire. And the fact that none of the words were actually mispronounced or kind of slurred in any way, I like that. But aside from that, though, like I said, just the actual just vocals themselves were incredible, so well done, so enchanting, and overall very nice. I love it. It was incredible and so good. But aside from that, though, like I said, the vocals themselves here were incredibly well performed, had a ton of emotion, a ton of passion put into them, and were so well put together. I loved it. And aside from the actual vocals themselves here, let's go ahead and focus on the actual lyrics themselves here. And of course, for the vocals of the lyrics themselves here, I'm loving the wordplay. I'm loving how words are just transitioning into each other like over and over. It just, like I said beforehand, it's so buttery smooth. It's so just like a gentle breeze just passing through you. It's almost like it's so good. Like it's so good. I love it. And like I said, has just this sort of like slickness, this butteriness, and almost like this silkiness to it. And it's just so well done and so well captured here. And I love the lyrics themselves here and how they kind of just reflect this, or they actually kind of just make this sort of silkiness like possible. It's overall very cool and overall very well done, and I generally would like it. It's super nice. But aside from just lyrics themselves being extremely gas and giving an amazing structure and foundation for the actual stuff here, let's go and get the actual actual just visuals themselves. Now, of course, going on to the actual visuals themselves here. Main things I gotta note here: the actual costumes themselves here, the props themselves, and the sets themselves. Now, of course, for the actual costumes themselves here, they're actually extremely fire. Like, look at these costumes; they're so sick. Like, woo! Especially for like the little parliament here, and of course, this guy right here has got a really cool hat. But aside from that, though, we also see like the little device here on his wrist or like on his waist here that I think is kind of like a built-in like heater or something like that to help him, keep the body temperature above a certain degree before you die. And then, of course, we see the Congress itself here, and overall, this set looks so sick. These costume designs look so sick. These just characters look so cool, and I love it. Like, look at this. Look at this. And of course, aside from the actual just costumes themselves here being extremely fire and extremely well put together, just the actual like environments themselves here look so sick. I'm loving a lot of the usage of the fake snow, and of course, a lot of the usage of the actual just of the fire and kind of just this sort of like what's the word for it? Like almost this like description, not description, but like this sort of depiction of how cold it is. We literally see like frozen bottles of like beer, of wine, and it's just so cool. I love it. It's incredible and super well done and really well put together. And overall, it really just kind of helps what's the word for it? Like, kind of get you. I'm trying to find out the word. It really helps you get engaged with the actual stuff here, and overall, kind of, it does convince you that everything does seem a little bit frozen here, and overall, it is so cool, really well done. I love it. And aside from the actual just set designs themselves here, the actual props that they use here are incredible as well here. Like, oh my gosh, like look at these like little lantern things that they got going on here. And then of course you see this little what's the word for, like, this little device here, like look at this, like it's so cool, and I love it. And of course, aside from that, though, the actual environments themselves, like I said, were incredible.
So careful.
Like, look at this, just this with like embers coming off of this like hastily built fire, the snow in the chimney, and of course coming out of this broken glass window. Like, it all looks so cool and very well put together. It is so sick, and the world looks so nice. And that overall looks that just makes a pretty cool thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. But aside from that does kind of get through all my thoughts on the pins on extra stuff here. Like I said, please go check it out. Link down below, end card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to that original video, so please go check it out. And aside from that, another end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. And of course, like I usually say, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Actually, before I go, like I said, go ahead and consider hitting the like button, subscribing. It helps me out just so much with the channel sub and just helps me out a ton. And as I was saying beforehand, link down below. Go check it out. End card right there. 2 links. I'm leaving you, for 2 links for the actual original stuff here. Another end card right there. Another one of my videos. If you're interested in catching that, like, subscribe. Notification bell for the next time upload. If you're interested in catching the news as soon as you can, and of course, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. At least leave your thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here down below. And of course, one last little favor: please go ahead and consider sharing this stuff here. It helps me out just so much in terms of spreading the word out for the channel stuff here, and of course, just kind of maybe spreading some videos out there that I think would probably do probably help me out a lot. Like I said, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Helps me out a ton, but you don't have to. But aside from, like I said, overall, if you want to help the channel just in any way possible, like I said, consider hitting the share button. And of course, aside from that, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. If you are feeling sick or if you're not feeling well, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and try to recover as best as you can. And of course, just have a good one. Just have a good one, and I'll be seeing you boys in the next video later on today. Bye bye for now, though.